maybe you can head to the movies this Friday, or this weekend, I mean.
Michael Cook is back to talk to us about two movies, Yesterday and Annabelle Comes Home.
Yes, let's start talking about Yesterday first.
Okay.
This movie is directed by Danny Boyle. There you see Hamish Patel. He plays a wildly unsuccessful musician in a small UK town. There you see Lily James. She is his manager slash best friend. Well, what happens is there he's riding his bike, and for 12 seconds, all the power goes out in the world at the exact moment he's hit by a bus.
What?
He wakes up and he discovers that in this timeline, the Beatles never existed. Nobody knows the songs. They never came together. They're so he has the memory of all these incredible songs, and he's literally at the very beginning starts playing off for Yesterday, and everybody's amazed by this amazing song he seemingly just wrote, and he decides to take these songs written by the Beatles, call them his own, and all of a sudden he starts shooting to superstardom. I mean, these are amazing songs. You have The Long and Winding Road, Yesterday, I Want to Hold Your Hand. I mean, all these songs that are part of our American, in fact, world culture. Hamish Patel, I think, does a fantastic job as, he's sort of struggling with the fact that while on the one hand he's getting fame and fortune, he knows he's living a lie. He did not write any of these songs. And there's the movie tries to shoehorn a little bit of a romantic comedy aspect between him and his manager, played by Lily James, which I didn't think it was quite fully developed, which I thought was a bit of a problem with the film. But I really enjoyed this film. The music is very infectious. You know the songs. You like watching him pretend like he's coming up with these amazing songs off the top of his head. But even though he didn't. So all in all, I give this movie an 8 out of 10.
Okay,
so pretty enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
Now, the next movie to talk about is called Annabelle Comes Home. This is a horror movie. This is actually the third Annabelle movie, and it's part of the Conjuring series. There's been, I think, 8 of them so far. The beginning of the movie, there you see Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson. They are demonologists, and in their home, they have an artifact room where they keep all these things that were once, possessed, and keeps them hidden away. Well, they go on a trip, and they leave their 12-year-old daughter there, played by McKenna Grace.
She opens the door.
Exactly. What's going to go wrong in a house full of formerly demonized trinket? Well, of course, one of the babysitter's best friends shows up and comes across the Annabelle doll, and of course releases her foolishly, and of course all havoc runs loose, because it's sort of like The Conjuring meets A Night at the Museum, because all these things come alive. This is a classic, it's almost like a haunted house movie, because most of the film is just based in this house. A lot of jump scares. In some ways it is a cliche horror movie, but I thought the characters were well developed. They had backstories that explained a lot of their motivations, which made it more enjoyable. It's not as scary as I thought it would be, so if you're looking for something that's going to terrify you, this is not the one for you. But all in all, I think it was fairly well done. I've never seen any of the other Annabelle movies or any of the Conjuring movies, so I can't compare it. But,
so you don't need to see those.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This one, all in all, I give a 7 out of 10. So a decent, horror flick if that's what you're in the mood for.
Okay, cool.
So you have two very different choices.
Very different. All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.